What is happening, everybody? It's your boy, Sean McLaughlin, Options Sean on Twitter. This is the All-Star Options Jam session for August 10th, 2023. For those of you who are first-timers here, which many of you are because this is the first time we're streaming this live on YouTube, let me give you a little background about what we're doing here. So for the All-Star Options premium subscription service, we've been running this for 5 years. And for the last 5 years, we've done a weekly jam session, usually on Thursdays, like today, where I will review any activity that has taken place in the portfolio of trades that we have out over the past week. So if any trades were exited, we talk about that. If any trades were adjusted, we talk about that. Or if anything notable at all in any of our open positions worth talking about, we will cover. And some of these sessions can be 20 minutes long. Some of them could be 5 minutes long. It just kind of depends on what's been going on in the market over the past week. So that's a little intro of what we're doing here. We're doing it a little different now, so we're putting on the YouTube stream, so it's open to everybody. So we won't cover new trades in detail here because that's for premium subscribers. If you want that, you have to be a subscriber to All-Star Options, where you can get detailed trading plans emailed to you, found on the blog behind the paywall, and that's available to everybody. You get those as soon as those trades are posted. And if you want that, be sure to reach out and we can hook you up with that. But hey, let's get into it here. But first, before we get into any charts, I have to drop this disclaimer that everything we discuss here is for educational purposes only. I'm showing you what I'm doing with my money, and I hope that you learned something along the way. So we have only 2 trades to talk about that were existing trades that we needed to take action on over the last couple of weeks. Many of you know I've been traveling for the last 6 weeks through Asia and the Northeast, Chicago and Buffalo, New York, and Canada even. So it's been a little while. So I'm going to cover action over the last 2 weeks. And first up is VIPS, VIPS. This was a shorter term trade. We don't do a lot of short term tactical trades, but this was a trade we put on back when we were in Asia. Maybe we were getting some Asian fever. I don't know, but me and Straza were very bulled up on VIPS, and we thought it was going to make a quick run, and it looked like it wanted to. We got in on July 17th. You can see here, we bought the August 19 calls for 40 cents, and after a slow start, it started to really go our way, and we thought this thing was looking good. Unfortunately, once we got into August, the first trading day of August, our calls were out of the money. And one of my best practices when managing open options positions is once I get into the expiration month, and maybe I should back up and let those of you who are new here know that when I put on directional bets, I usually put trades on that have 3 to 6 months duration, sometimes longer, if the environment is right for that. This one happened to be a shorter term trade. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. The point is that when we get into the expiration month, in this case, these were August options, on August 2nd, which was, I believe, the first trading day of the month or one of the first trading days of the month, the calls were out of the money. Again, we were long the August 19 calls, and the stock was trading with an 18 handle, maybe even a 17 handle at that point. So as is my best practice, if the calls or if my options are out of the money in the expiration month, I close the trade down for whatever I can get for it. And I believe for these VIPS options, I got maybe 15 cents on the way out. Not ideal, right? But not a total loss. Let me see if I could find it. Let's see. Oh, actually, we got out for 45 cents. So it ended up being a scratch, basically. So, hey, we're better than a sharp stick in the eye. So we're out of VIPS. For those of you who may still be in that position, if you're still in it, you shouldn't be. Get out. All right. Next up is JBIL, ticker JBL. This one we exited this morning. This was a trade we put on. When did we put this one on? We put this one on back on July 24th. Oh, it's right there. We put this on July 24th. It's a December bull call spread. We bought the December 120, 140 bull call spread. We paid $4.10 for it. Unfortunately, the risk management level we were watching was 108. And as is my best practice, I wait for a closing price below our risk management level. We got that yesterday. J-bill closed just below 108, and it remained below there this morning after the market opened. So I closed it out. And a shout out to one of the guys in our online chat room who mentioned that to me. Say, hey, aren't you closing this thing? And I had forgotten. So thank you for getting that to me. I got out this morning. I got out for 290. So we paid 410 to get in. I got out this morning for 290. Not a terrible loss. I'll take those kind of losses all day long. Risk management is job number one. And if a trade's not working, I want to get out, salvage whatever I can. So that's all we had portfolio activity as far as exiting or adjusting any trades over the last 2 weeks. So not a whole lot to talk about there. But let's just kind of do a little broader overview of what's going on in the markets. Here's a chart of the S&P 500 over the past year. We've been pulling back. That's no secret. Anyone who's paying attention to the markets over the last couple of weeks has everyone's chiming in. We're down, 5% off highs. The first, meaningful pullback since this one here in June. I think that was June. Nothing to go screaming to the exits for here. This is just a healthy pullback after a tremendous bull market run off of the October lows in at least in the S&P. If any of you guys are regulars on the morning show, you guys know that stocks bottomed back in June, so even before this, but the S&P bottomed in October. No matter how you slice it, it's been a great run for stocks, for U.S. stocks in particular, over the past year. And so up around here, we are meeting some overhead supply. It's just natural that we're going to see some pullback. Is the bull market over? I don't think so. I could be wrong. I've been wrong before and I'll be wrong again. But to me, this just feels like healthy consolidation. Maybe we go sideways for a little bit. According to those of you who pay attention to market seasonalities, this is a perfectly reasonable time for the S&P to take a breather. So that's kind of my feeling now. Let's take a look at the VIX. VIX obviously popped a little bit, a pretty meaningful pop, and it's holding that pop over the last week. This is mainly driven by the U.S. credit downgrade. That's what really sparked this spike here the first day. So that's introduced a new element of uncertainty to the market, and VIX is a measure of uncertainty, right? When VIX is going up, people are fearful, people are uncertain. That's typically what drives VIX higher. So we'll see what happens with VIX. I'm not too concerned about it for the moment. That could change, of course, but my spidey senses tell me we're going to come back down and test these 14 levels again in VIX. All right, so the last thing I'm talking about, these are the new trades or new stocks we've entered positions in over the last week or so. I'm not going to get into the details. If you want the full trading plans, please refer to the All-Star Options website to get all our blog posts there. If you're not a member, come check it out. We offer a free month, right? You can sign up and full refund after first month if you don't like it. But we are, I will tell you that we got into long positions. All four of these stocks are long positions. We got into a long options position using, or in AFLAC. We are also long Pioneer Natural Resources, PXD. Beautiful base breakout here that we think this one has a good leg higher coming. Marathon, this one's a little bit more of a speculative bet. It's not working so well right now. In fact, we might get stopped out of this trade tomorrow morning. We'll see. So far, not so good, but it's early in Mara. But even if we get stopped out today, this is one we're going to keep an eye on. Me and JC and Straza are feeling pretty strongly that if we get another Bitcoin rally or cryptocurrency rally, that this Mara is really going to participate on the upside. And then finally, Boeing. Boeing is the other recent trade we put on. As you can see here, nice clean breakout from a long sideways consolidation. Love these kind of charts. We're hoping Boeing will take flight. But again, if you want the full options trading plan on that, please come to allstarcharts.com and check out the options section, and you can get full trading plans there. All right, everybody, that's all I got for you this week. Thanks for tuning in to the first live session of the Options Jam session. We'll be doing these every Thursday at noon Eastern is the plan. Sorry for the late start today. We had a little technical issue. Figures we'll have a technical issue the first time we try to do this live. But I promise that'll be ironed out. Next week we'll be starting on time, noon Eastern on Thursday, and that'll be our cadence every week going forward. If you have any questions at all, feel free to email us, info@allstarcharts.com, or you can email me directly, sean@allstarcharts.com. Either way, it'll get to me if it's about options. I hope you guys found this useful and educational. I welcome any feedback. Have a great trading day, guys. Have a great rest of your week. I'll see you on the morning show tomorrow. Take care. Bye-bye.